everyone. I've just done some shuffling of my decks with a question on assisting us in spiritual practice of releasing the ego habits that sometimes just get kept cycling through our field. And with this shift, we want to clear them away as much as possible to allow the spiritual heart to come forward and experience life more, rather than thinking life is just a particular way, and that's kind of like trapping our identity into the physical form, rather than realizing now is the time for embracing less of the ego response to life, the world, people, relationships, and more about the spiritual soul embodiment in expansion of that for more collaboration and connection in this light evolution. So first of all, we got the Owl card, which is a great reminder to do exactly that in our day, to release our anchored down heavy mindset continuation and actually let it go, to allow in more of the subtler energy that wants to speak through our intuitive guidance. And that is through remembering that the physical form is also a spiritual form. It is one with the emotions and mind. And so relaxing these, allowing space, knowing that life is more energy than it is dense reality, we then have made space to invite in more answers. So like the beautiful soft feathers of a wise owl taking a seat or deciding where it's going next, at heart it's taking in the energy of its surrounds, of its life, and utilizing not a dense aspect of I'll push forth and make stuff happen, more I'll allow the soft expanse through some spiritual practice of letting go where I feel strongly determined, and just loosen up that flow. Just reminding us of that we are not the physical dense nature to push forward all the time. We can be the owl and then gracefully move through life. And then the next deck, so that was the animal spirit deck. And now the soul deck. Be open to love. So the picture depicts that we could cage ourselves in particular mental habits, blocking ourselves off from loving life easily and freely, and reminding us to be a bit more open to it. And just like the Owl card, accepting that things can come to us easy when we're open to love. And this card speaks of allowing in relationships where we may not have opened ourselves up to them before. And then we got the Trust card, which is Helen Jacobs, Little Sage. Let's what they used to be called. So leap and the net will appear is what this is telling us. So too, the first two cards we got. Expand your soft wings a little more and let in some more information that you're capable of receiving. Be open to receiving and engaging in the new. And trust that when you do that, you're taken care of. Because if we're blocked down in our egos too much, we'll be taking control and not letting anything in. And we seriously wouldn't have it more like a concrete structure of how things are done. But the light emphasis on the evolution we're in is no more are we going to be thinking that way. We're more fluid. So, more trust that we are taken care of. Let's practice remembering our owl spirit and being open to more of life in trust. And then with the angel deck, we've got friendship. So more space for friendship collaborations, and remembering that the joy and connection with people are part of the light fabric of the planet, of your heart space connection. Let's just have a look at what the author wrote on the friendship card to see if there's any more messages. Changes in your friendships are occurring. Be lovingly honest with yourself and your friends right now, and appreciate the healing benefits of a true friend. Not only are you changing on the inside, but your life is changing on the outside as well. Among these changes are your relationships with friends. Perhaps you fear that you no longer have common interests with old friends, or maybe you wonder if you'll meet new friends with whom you'll share close bonds. Changes in friendships are natural, and the angels ask you to surrender your relationships to them. Know that God and the angels watch over you and your friends. They will lovingly help all of you during these transitions. This card also signifies that you are ready to receive new friendships with people who mirror your interests and ambitions. Gorgeous. Some great messages in that. So I would do trust and be open to new engagements in your life, and remember, you can do that. It is who you are. We're all the owl spirit. We have that available in us. Intuitive guidance. Softness and feeling into all the messages we're capable of receiving. And last of all, we've got the Hermit card. I love all the keys to the ancient door. It's another gorgeous one of Colette's deck. The Hermit, number 9. Sometimes it's necessary to take time out for regrouping and introspection. This is a temporary experience, but one necessary for my growth. When I step back, retreat, regroup, and review, I have a clear perspective on everything in my life. Well, that really spoke to the energy of the whole. And all those cards really did regroup what we're here for. And it is necessary, bringing that reading full cycle to the Hermit card. It is so necessary to take that spiritual practice time for the keys to your ancient door, to unlock as you sit there with yourself and let the light come forth. And don't be afraid of just doing anything at all. Like, to really surrender, which is the trust, and be open to love. It's okay whatever you do in your hermit time, because it's the 3D mind that will want to keep you looking, feeling, or being active, but we aren't built like that. We're energy, so we have to remember just to get a nice flow about who we are, what we want, giving and receiving, and loving friendships, all different, relating to each other. So thanks for joining me for that read, and I hope that helped everybody. I think that's all we need to speak about for that. And I'll just leave you with this gorgeous picture from the Animal Spirit deck. And perhaps you'll have some quiet time to contemplate any messages you felt inclined to when you heard this reading. So bye for now, and I'll see you again soon. Much love.